What's up, Pitchside fans? This is Hugh Roberts here live with my man BRANDT BRONICO, star of Charlotte FC, aka the Mayor. It's an honor to have you here, man. So you've been here since the inaugural season of the club. Talk about what makes this group special for you this year.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just kind of how the club has developed just over the years. You know, I said it in an interview earlier, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yep.
And I feel like they've really taken the necessary steps each year kind of to grow the roster, to grow the squad, and to grow the club as a whole. And I thought we've gotten better each and every year. And I think we have, you know, one of the most talented teams we've ever had this year.
I'd like to hear that. What makes this group special? Obviously, you got Zaha, some stars, but kind of coming from preseason, building on each and every week, you guys have been each and every week looking better and better. What makes you guys special this year?
Yeah, you know, on top of the flair from some of the newer guys, you know, I think it's the fact that we have like a full all-around squad. Like anybody can step in at any moment and contribute, and we won't miss a beat. And also the culture and camaraderie we have in the locker room. I feel like it's second to none. You know, we kept a lot of the guys from last year while adding that flair like you spoke about. And I think that's really important, you know, to build chemistry on and off the pitch. I just feel like it makes us stronger as a whole.
100% agree with that. We all know chemistry, having the same core each and every year, building up, adding some new pieces as you guys did, create success. And you guys went to the playoffs last year too, so a lot to build off of. Kind of let's talk about your grind set though. So coach in preseason mentioned that you lost a preseason fitness test to Ben Bender and joked about you being on the treadmill that night. But I also wanted to talk about your grind set. You're an American homegrown player going against some of the top European players in training and in games, and you're overcoming that. Even this preseason, you didn't start most of the games, came off the bench, scored some goals. So how are you overcoming these challenges week in and week out, my man? It's very impressive to me.
Yeah, you know, I talk about the grind set and, you know, a lot of it is physical, but majority of it, you know, is the mental part.
Yep.
You know, it's, you know, I guess it's like anybody can go out there and, you know, you can run around, do what you need to do. But there's a lot of mental feats, like you said, you know, when you're on the bench one game or when you're starting one game, you know, if you make a mistake or if you're playing well, you know, there's areas that you always need to bounce back from, right? You always need to respond from, you know, maybe something didn't go your way, or maybe something's going on off the pitch. Or maybe you're not getting as much playtime as you want to be getting. It's always kind of responding and essentially like proving people wrong. You want to go out there like, and you want to do what you think you can do and show what you want to do. So I think that's really the main part of it, is just like the mental part of the grind set that often gets overlooked. And you know, as a player, you face a lot of adversity, you face a lot of challenges. But it's not really about the challenges that confront you, but how you respond to those challenges. 100%. And that's really what the grind set's about.
You touched on it, and most importantly, especially with the mentality and the mindset on that. Can you give us a little insight? Are you know, digging into your favorite songs? You reading some scriptures? Like, what are you, do you use some kind of motivation, or is this just all natural talent and energy each and every day?
I would love to sit here and say it's all natural talent each and every day, but no, it's not. I mean, I feel like there's so many people, I guess, and like, you know, physically and spiritually, you know, obviously, you know, I dive into my devotional and pray and, you know, talk with Jesus every morning. That's what kind of gets my mind right. But on top of that, you know, I have, you know, an amazing family, an amazing support system that really helps me get through a lot of this, that I can always speak freely to and open up to, that really helps me as well. Kind of think out loud, but also gives me that encouragement and motivation to be better each and every day.
Having that circle behind you is important, man. I know that's kept you going and grounded throughout this whole career. So lastly, what can we expect from you guys and you yourself and the team for the rest of the year and kind of going into playoffs kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it's what we spoke about at the beginning of the year. You know, top 4 is the minimum, and we want to win a trophy this year. And I think everybody's on the same page, and everybody kind of expects that from each other. You know, whether things are going well or whether things aren't going so well. You know, I think we'll stay together and bounce back when things aren't going well, and keep that momentum going when they are. You know, it's a long season, but we're going to be out there fighting for each other and fighting for the supporters every single game.
We expect big things, my man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's an honor.
Thank
Catch him
you,
out
brother.
in the field. Catch the Mayor out there, guys. Good to see you.